Hello everybody, I am Julio Anta from Anta's Fitness and Self-Defense in Doral, a suburb of Miami, Florida. And this video today is Anta's Kung Fu conditioning while on quarantine. Well, what do we mean by that? Some of you might be watching it today, the first day. Some of you might be watching it years from now. This is history. For the first time ever, we're in quarantine. We could only go out to supermarkets because of the coronavirus. So, as I've been saying, no gym, no problem. So I'm going to teach you today. Today's class is in horse stance, jar training to strengthen and build your body. I've learned this from Shaolin and Gar Kung Fu. All right, but before we start, just to let you know, you can see I'm already huffing and puffing a little bit and sweating. Well, guess what? I started doing the video and I'm doing it on my iPhone and it kind of overheated. So bear with me. Let me start all over again. But before we do, we're going to work today with 3 stances. So first, I'm going to show you how to open up your horse stance. I'm going to, my feet are in a V. You can see, I think you can. I'm going to bring them out once, lift my toes, out again, lift my heels, and drop. This is a decent horse stance, okay? My horse stances 23, 24 years ago were a lot lower, because to get my black belt in Gar Kung Fu, which was my first black belt, I had to do an hour horse stance. Okay, the horse stance, the more you do it, the better you get. And this training is, some of it is timed, some of it is by repetition. So, the next one is the front stance. The front stance, the way we do it is this way. See if you could see. My knee right now is not correct. It's got to be right over my toe. My hips are squared forward, my back foot is straight, my front foot is slightly bent. I'm not like this. Some systems do it this way, some do it this way. Some even go like this, but we do it this way. Okay, and a cat stance. The cat stance, there's no weight in the front leg, you're sitting on your back leg. Hands could be center line, or you could keep them here. We're gonna be using jars to hold it. So, switching cats. Toe, heel, toe. This is slow and robotic. Toe, heel, toe. This is the way it should look. From here. All right, so you got your stances. Let's get started. You can just use regular jars or cans or jars, as long as they're not glass, because you're gonna drop them sometimes, not on purpose, when you lose your grip, and then you could either pick it back up or stop. I'm gonna use these sand-filled ones. These are light, these are my lightest, since I'm gonna be doing a lot of different things for you. And I got some that are full with sand, a lot harder. So, first exercise, and what you're gonna do, let me explain that first. The way you're gonna train with me is, I'm gonna do it, you could either watch this whole video and then decide if you want to do the entire routine, or if you want to do this within other routines, pick pieces of it. The first part we're going to do is going to be in a horse stance. You're going to be, most everything is in a horse stance, by the way. You're going to be dynamic tension, holding on as long as you can in different ways and positions. Okay, what you're going to do is, after each one I do, I'm not going to say it every time. I might say it in the beginning. Shut this off and do whatever repetitions you can. Do, I don't know, start with 10 if that's all you could do. If it's very light like a can, you might do 50. But anyway, I'm sorry. I'm talking about next when we start moving them. I'm jumping the gun. The first exercise we're going to do is hold it. You could start by 30 seconds, by a minute, or until they drop out of your hands. So the first one we're going to do, I'm going to grab it, I'm going to get in a good horse stance and just hold it out there like this. And the knees, I'm working my entire body. Hold it tight. When I can't do it anymore, I put it down. So if right now you're doing it, put it down. Do it and come back. The next one we're going to do, I'm going to hold in front. And same thing, good horse, hold it, hold it, hold it, as long as you can, or time it. Okay, the next one, I'm gonna hold them up. I'm gonna hold them different ways. So this time I'm gonna hold it straight and up. All Remember, I can hold it straight and up. I can hold it straight and down. We did this one already. I can hold it here too. And then this one I bent. And I bring it up. Keeping my lower back tight. Hold it up. All right, so different things you do. Holding it, dynamic tension. Hold, hold, hold. Time it. Okay, this one you time. Now you could also put a little routine together. Watch. It's up to you how long you want to hold or if you just want to keep on moving. And I just did it randomly, so let's put it together in a certain way. Straight up, turn it, get out, turn it down, turn it in, in here, bring it back, bring it forward, and start it again. I kind of changed it a little bit again. All right, so again, every time we do one, you shut it off and do it unless you're watching this for the first time and you want to see everything. All right, so now what we're gonna do is repetitions, like more like weight training. Okay, almost the same moves, but we're gonna move them in a horse stance. Lateral raises. Again, repetitions is up to you. I don't know what's gonna get exhausted first, your legs, if you've been on it for a long time, or your hands, or your shoulders, or your grip. So you do repetitions there. Okay, then you could do them in the front. Repetitions. I would stop first, do those, then come to these. Okay, so you could also go one at a time. And you could do all these alternating all together. And I mean all together without stopping or pausing. As a beginner, you should pause and stop. And then do it and then do the next exercise. And then I could do it together. But right now, I'm jumping the gun on you. All right, now, what else can I do? Well, I could circle it. Okay, so I could circle it, just complete circles like this, all the way up, come around and down, and the other way. Right, or I could come here. Sorry, I should have stopped on each one so you have a chance to shut it off and do it again. All right, so now, what else can we do? Well, I could hold it in different stances, or I could walk the stance. So what do I mean? I could hold it in a front stance, which so you don't feel it as bad as a horse. So if I did it here, I would either come out, walk the horse, the front stance, and backwards. Or I can walk it and open it and bring it around and open it and back, the same thing. Okay, that's one thing you could do. Again, shut it off and do it. Breathe. All right, so now this one's a little bit more complicated. Coordination in a cat stance. So, again, you're gonna be in a good cat stance, all the weight in the back leg, nothing in the front leg. You're gonna toss it over, drop, bring it here. I'm my cat. So watch. Bring the other one in front. I bring this one over the top. to make it harder, it's a lot harder. Okay, so pick which one, or do one and do the other. Okay, remember to don't use glass because you don't want to drop it. And by the way, you can make things up. You can make routines up with that. You could do curls, just standing. Make it harder. Curls in a horse stance. Squeeze the back. Do like bicep, tricep almost. Bicep. Come back. Squeeze back the tricep. Bicep. Tricep. Never do these first. Anytime you work out, whether it's weight training or anything, if you're gonna do arms, then leave it for last, because when your arms get tired, you get weak. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to continue giving you more of well, I was going to say Shaolin physical conditioning, because that's a video I did I lost track 14 years ago. So these are different things that I've learned in all the years that I've been teaching in Doral. As of now, 2020, for 22 years, but I've been doing martial arts all my life, on and off. And then, you know, for the last 30 something years straight. Those of you who don't know, I'm 63 years old. I'm sorry, I'm not there yet. I'll be there in 2 weeks. And I don't believe in excuses. I believe you can if you believe you can, and if you can't, and if, as Henry Ford said, and if you believe you can't or cannot, you're also right. Put it in your head. Age is a number. No obstacles around you. Don't get out of shape now while we're in quarantine. Again, my name is Julio Anta from Anta's Fitness and Self-Defense. I'm the video author of Anta's Shaolin Conditioning, and about 6 years ago, I wrote the book, Anta's Ageless Warrior Fitness, which is how I try to stay fit all my life. So, as I always end, everything I tell everyone is live fit and fearless, and God bless everyone.